I'm focused, man.
right, we're in the building. Setting shit off like that. All right, let me do some checks. I'm hoping that audio and video and everything is coming through clear. If you're tuning in right now, if you're here live, please make sure that you like and share the video from whatever platform you're tuned in from. So right now, I'm streaming live on 4 platforms. We're on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Make sure that you like and share the video. So I did a HEX stream. I think it was earlier this week, if I'm not mistaken. And I wanted to follow up with another one because I didn't really go into detail about how I'm actually going about accumulating more of these cryptos. So I'm referring to HEX, PulseChain, and PulseX in particular. All right. Let's see. Shit. My internet should be good, but if I have any type of issues, please make sure that you let me know. Like if you're not getting audio for whatever reason, anything, let me know. All right, so let me go ahead and zoom in to this page. So this is GoPulse.com. This information here, or I should say this website, has a plethora of information for all of the HEX ecosystem coins. So that includes Pulse, which is PulseChain, PulseX, and HEX on both blockchains, meaning HEX on Ethereum and HEX on PulseChain. All right, hold on, Jay Carly. Jay Carly, are you hearing the sound effects on IG? Let me know, because if you don't hear that, then the studio's not connected for whatever reason. But it should be. Should be connected. Maybe it's also because of this. Hold on. So you hear the sound effects, but the audio is still not good? Or does it sound better now because I did turn off the battery charger? Good now? All right, cool. Damn, I wonder if I guess the studio wasn't connected earlier. All right, I don't know why it does that. I always got to unplug it and then plug it back in, but whatever. All right, so this website, GoPulse.com, GoPulse.com. This is where you can see all of the price information. You can see the information as far as the percentage of gain or loss of the price at the current time. So like it's showing you here, the Pulse coin or token is currently up 1.41% on the day. Like over here, you can see PulseX up 1.83%. And you got HEX over here, which actually shows you the price for both hexes, meaning hex on PulseChain, which is this price, the larger number here. And then if you look down here underneath, it shows you hex on Ethereum, which is HEX. And it shows what the price is there, which is 0.00335. So hex on PulseChain is at 0.00829 currently, and hex on Ethereum is at 0.0035. Pulse 0.000045, PulseX 0.0000118. So I want to talk about two things. I want to talk about why I'm buying still, and also how I'm doing it. GoPulse is a great site because it has all of the information as far as liquidity. It shows the volume, like it shows you the current amount of sells on the day, the current amount of buys. Like all of this information is just trading information, if you want to call it that, but it's really just information about the token. Shows you the market cap, how much supply there is, and then how much of the token has been burned if that applies to the token. So, excuse me, I've talked about PulseX several times and about how the PulseX token has a buy and burn feature. This right here where it says burned, it shows you how much of the supply currently has been burned altogether. Another feature on this site down here where it says include OA, if you click, well, okay, when you visit the website for the first time, it'll say exclude OA because it'll by default have the OA information added to the market cap and to the supply. When you click on exclude OA, you'll see the numbers change. Watch. Look at these numbers down here. You see these numbers here? Watch these numbers change. Just watch. You see how the numbers change? By default, it shows you all of the actual supply, which includes the OA. And the OA is the originating address for the token, meaning the creator of the token has a certain amount of supply of the token that they just hold on to, and it's not in circulation, meaning that no one can buy or access those tokens. Only the OA has control of those tokens. So when we exclude that information, we have more accurate information regarding the amount of actual supply in the actual market itself, where transactions are being made, where people are buying or people are selling. This is showing how much supply is actually there. So there's 21 trillion tokens available in the open market, for example, with PulseX. And that means that much PulseX is available. That's not including the OA. Okay. So over here where it says burned, that 2.21% that is showing as a percentage has been burned. It's 2.21% of this supply, meaning the available supply that's in the open market. So 457 billion tokens have been burned, meaning that amount of tokens have actually been bought first, and then they're burned, meaning that they're taken out of supply and then they're removed completely from the supply of the coin. So there's two features going into it. First, the feature or the functionality built into the token buys PulseX off the market, which creates buy pressure and then burns it. So I actually say it buys it first, creating buy pressure, and then it burns it, which actually takes it off the market completely. We know that if you remove supply, those are tokens that no one can buy, which decreases the supply. As you decrease supply of the available token or share, like, regardless of what you're dealing with, you could be dealing with the stock market or you can be dealing with crypto. With crypto, we're dealing with coins or tokens. When you remove tokens from the available supply, it creates demand if people want to buy it, and then there's nothing there to buy. I'm not going to say nothing there to buy, but there's less available to buy. As you remove tokens from the supply, that's tokens that no one can get access to. So if you keep doing that, it keeps increasing the amount of tokens that no one is getting access to, which ultimately is increasing the buy pressure of the price. So this is a built-in functionality of PulseX. On this website, this is what this information is showing you. So here where it says burned, that is the percentage of the total supply that has been burned since PulseX launched. Mind you, PulseX launched in May 12th. So this functionality, what it is, for those of you that don't understand what the hell I'm even talking about, every time that there's a transaction on the DEX or the PulseX DEX, it's like PulseX is where you're able to swap one token for another. You can buy a token by selling one token for the one that you want to buy. So like, say I own HEX and I want to swap HEX for PulseX. I can swap HEX for PulseX. I can swap PulseX for HEX. I can swap PulseX for wrapped Bitcoin. I can swap wrapped Bitcoin for wrapped Ethereum. I can swap wrapped Ethereum for DAI. I can swap DAI for HEX. I can swap HEX for Pulse. I can swap Pulse for Ink. Any of the coins available on the PulseChain network, you can swap for, meaning that people can take a coin, swap it out for the coin that they want at the time. And what happens is this triggers a fee. It's called the gas fee. That gas fee is on the PulseChain network. So if you look on the Pulse up here where it says Pulse, you can see that there's market cap and then you have supply over here. On Pulse, there's also a percentage of those fees that get burned. But on Pulse, you don't have the buy feature. That's the difference. So Pulse has a burn feature built into it too, because a percentage of the fees that are collected from every transaction on the PulseChain network gets burned. On PulseX, which is the DEX, that's the actual software or the code where you're swapping one coin for the other. Every time that there's a transaction there, a portion of the liquidity from the PulseX liquidity pool is bought and burned. That's the buy and burn feature that's built into PulseX. The powerful feature of HEX is inflationary versus being deflationary. And what the difference is notice how with PulseX, the amount of liquidity is being removed through the buy and burn feature. So it's deflating the supply. Understand? It's lowering the supply. which during times of high demand makes less coins available. And at the same time, there's a buy feature built into the actual DEX. So for every transaction, a percentage of the fees are being used to buy Pulse and then burn it. It's really crazy when you think about it. So PulseX is deflationary. PulseChain is deflationary, but it's also inflationary. This is a little bit more confusion, but it does have the deflationary element built into it because some of the Pulse fees are burned as well. So a percentage of the fees on the PulseChain network are also burned from the fees that are collected from the transactions. With PulseX, a percentage of those fees are used to buy PulseX first and then burn it. So it buys it first and then it removes it from the market. So PulseX has that functionality built in it, which makes it deflationary, period. So the supply is constantly lowering. Now, HEX is inflationary because the supply increases. By default, it's built into the code. This is how we're able to collect yield. So when you go to mint HEX or to stake HEX, what you're doing is you're inflating the supply of HEX because you're going to receive more HEX in the future for the HEX that you stake today. So for example, if I'm staking HEX for 5 years, on average, the amount that I'll be able to collect 5 years from now when my stake is up is going to be twice as much as what I stake today. So HEX is inflationary. The supply increases, but the holders of the HEX are the ones that are going to receive that inflation at that time. So if you break the contract and you end your stake early, there's penalties because you are not committing to what you originally said that you would do. If you're saying, all right, I'm going to stake this for 5 years, and then after 2 years, you want to break the stake, you get penalized for that. It's not that someone is punishing you. It's built into the code. You see? So all of these different features and functionalities are built into these tokens. And this is what creates value in the marketplace for these coins. Each one of them has their own specific feature that makes them attractive. So this is why I want to go into why I'm buying all of them. I'm buying all of them because of all the reasons that I just mentioned. PulseChain is the blockchain, the same way that Ethereum is a blockchain. PulseChain took Ethereum, copied everything on Ethereum, and put it onto PulseChain. Created PulseChain. Now you have a blockchain with all of the same tokens that are on Ethereum over here on PulseChain. But over here on PulseChain, because the liquidity and the pricing is so different than what it is on Ethereum, the fees are substantially less, way less than the fees on Ethereum. And if you trade or do any transactions on Ethereum, you know that the gas fees have been steadily increasing over time as the price of Ethereum has also increased. So relative to Ethereum, PulseChain fees are substantially lower. Like it ain't even close. So you can have the same ability to transact with all of the tokens that you have on Ethereum over on the PulseChain network. So we can even buy HEX on Ethereum on PulseChain. See, some of y'all don't, and I know that like a lot of this is confusing But when you go into these streams and you watch and rewatch them, you'll begin to slowly understand all of the shit I'm talking about. Because I know right now it's like, I don't know what he's talking about. I just want to do what he's doing. I get it. And I understand. That's why I do these streams. Just so that you have enough information to begin accumulating these tokens if you want to follow along with what I'm doing. Because that's all I'm doing is sharing the information. I'm not telling you to do nothing. But if you so choose to follow what I'm doing, this is how you do it, and this is why. So, on PulseChain, you can actually buy HEX on Ethereum as well. Now, what you cannot do on PulseChain is stake HEX from Ethereum. So, if you want to stake your HEX on the Ethereum network, you're going to have to bridge your HEX from PulseChain back to the Ethereum network so that you can stake your HEX on Ethereum. And I'm going slow because I'm trying to help you have clarity and understanding on how the ecosystem works. So this is what I do. I take cash and I buy either Bitcoin or Ethereum. Many times I buy Bitcoin. I take the Bitcoin and I come to this site, gopulse.com. And up here at the top right, you see where it says buy PLS. When you click on that, it brings you to this DEX right here. And you can see the first thing that is showing you that you can swap is Ethereum. And you can use your Ethereum to buy Pulse. Now, watch this. You can also click over here and open up the drop down, and you'll see everything else you can use to buy Pulse. Pay attention. Pay attention to what I'm saying. Look, you can use Bitcoin. There's a whole bunch of them in here. Let me just scroll through real quick. I'm going to show y'all. And these sites are kind of slow, so y'all just bear with me. Look, you can use Bitcoin, Ethereum. You can use USD T, which is Tether, on Ethereum. You can use Binance. You can use Ripple. You can use USD Coin on Ethereum. Cardano, Solana, Polygon, Tron, Monero. These are all the stable coins and the networks that they're on. So you got USDT on all of these other different networks. So the one that you would probably see on the Ethereum side would be this one. It says it. It'll let you know what the network is. So whatever network that your coin is coming from, that's where you're going to be sending from. So just look at how many options it has in here. DAI. I don't even know what this is. True US. I don't even know what that. I never heard of that shit. Binance. The list just goes on and on. It's all of these different coins in here that you can use. I don't even know what none of this shit. Memento. What the hell is that? Fluff. Reset. Tipsy. What the yo, it's mad shit out there. Doge. It's a bunch of coins. Look at this shit. I don't even know what none of. All right, let me stop looking at all. I don't even know what none of that is. That's the first time I ever scrolled down. But anyway, so this is what I do. I take Bitcoin, and roughly about 004, I think it's about 004. 004 is like about $100 right now. So $100 worth of Bitcoin is this. And it's showing you how much Bitcoin, well, not just how much Bitcoin, it's showing you how much Pulse you'll receive for this amount of Bitcoin. So for $100 worth of Bitcoin, you'll get at this moment 2,234,444 Pulse tokens. And this is how I do it. Now, what this is doing, this is avoiding going through the PulseChain bridge and doing a bunch of different transactions to try to move from your Bitcoin or your Ethereum over to Pulse. This will also help eliminate you trying to figure out how to buy HEX on Ethereum as well, because once you get Pulse, you can use the Pulse that you're buying here and swap that for HEX on Ethereum on PulseChain. Remember, you can buy HEX on Ethereum on PulseChain. You just can't stake it. You can buy it, but you can't stake it. Okay? And that's powerful because this means that you're buying HEX for lower gas fees. So the only gas fee that you're going to pay is the one-way gas fee when you bridge it over to the Ethereum network. And as a matter of fact, are you even paying gas? Coming from the PulseChain to the Ethereum network? That's a good question. I know that you're going to pay gas, but which gas you going to pay? You going to pay Pulse? Because you're paying the bridge fee. The bridge fee is 0.3%. But the gas fee for moving from PulseChain to Ethereum, I'm thinking that it's in Pulse. And I might be wrong, but regardless of which one it is, you're only paying, like, let's say that it's Ethereum. You would only be paying that Ethereum on one side. You see what I'm saying? So you're only paying it from moving your Pulse from PulseChain to Ethereum, and once it gets over there, then you can stake it on Ethereum. And when you stake it, then you got to pay your gas fee on the Ethereum network. So I'm going through all of this to explain the dynamic so that you don't get confused when you're transacting, because I want you to be clear with what it is that you're actually doing. So up to now, I've been just telling you to keep it simple. Come here, take your Bitcoin, buy Pulse. Take your Ethereum, buy Pulse. Remember, from this site, you can use Bitcoin to buy Pulse. You can use Ethereum to buy Pulse. Let me tell you what I've been doing with my CashApp. Now, you know in CashApp, you can take the cash that you have in your app at the time and buy Bitcoin. Let me show you what I did today. I'm going to share this on the screen so you can see the actual transaction and how long it took. Watch this. Watch this. Let me open this up real quick. Is this going to open a window? Let me see. Present. How do I do it? With slides? Slides. Add file from your computer. Damn, I hate when it does this. So the slide got to be a PDF. Let me see if I can turn it into a PDF real quick. Let me see something. Y'all bear with me. Just be patient. Just be patient. All right, save that. Export as PDF. Yeah. There we go. Boom. Let me see if it appears now. Figuring it out. Don't let me figure it out. If I figure it out, you're gonna see it. There it is. There it is. He done figured it out. Oh shit. Damn, I gotta turn it though. I'm over here talking shit. Get this shit out of here. I need to turn it to the side. My bad, y'all. Hold on. See, that's what I get for talking shit too early. Hold on. Wait, how would I do it? How can I turn it? I need to turn it to the side, bruh. Let me see. Tools. Rotate left. Rotate left again. Rotate left again. By George, I think he's got it. All right, let me see if this did it. Let me see if this did it. So I can talk my shit again. Hold on. Present slides. Your computer. Right there. Up, I'm gonna talk my shit. I'm gonna talk my shit, man. All right, so look. So y'all see this, right? I want you to look and see. Look at where it says your exchange took how many minutes? Your exchange took what? 6 minutes. So literally, this is what I did. I took my Cash App, put I think it was $100, $110. I bought $110 of Bitcoin on Cash App. Boom. Cash, Bitcoin. Took that Bitcoin, came over here to Go Pulse. Over here. Let me put this back up. Came over here and did this. I bought the amount of Bitcoin that I could buy with $110, which was this. It was 0.004 something. So I took the 0.004 and typed it in here. And I'm just doing this to refresh it. And at the time, you can see how much I had bought. I got a lot, actually. I got a lot more than this. I ended up with over, shit, how much was it? Yeah, I ended up with over 3 million polls at that time, for sure. For the same amount of Bitcoin that you see right now on the screen. You see right now it's giving you 2.3 million polls. At that time, I got 3 million polls for the same amount of Bitcoin that you see right there. So anyway, I mean, that's not that important. But what I do is when I'm looking at this is another thing too that you want to pay attention to. I'll look here and I'll see how much 0.004 will get me. And then I'll come over to the PulseX DEX, right? And let me switch to that so y'all can see that. The DEX is the PulseX DEX that I was talking about earlier. And let me show that. This gets on my nerves that it don't let you just share like multiple screens. That's the only thing I don't like about this program. It don't let you share multiple tabs and stuff. You gotta close it, or you gotta close the one that you on out completely, and then go to the one that you want. I mean, it is what it is, though. Let me stop complaining. So y'all see this? So this is PulseX. So what I do is I come here, and I'll type in. I'll come up here where it says select the currency, and I'll go to wrap Bitcoin. You see this WBTC? That's wrapped Bitcoin. So that's basically Bitcoin. So when I look at this right here, which is Bitcoin from Ethereum, I'll take that and I'll type in the same amount that I typed in over on Goldpost, the 0.004. And I want to see how much Bitcoin it should get me. So you see here how it's giving me 2.4 million. I want to make sure that the amount that I'm getting when I am on Goldpost is close to that. It doesn't necessarily have to be more than this. You know, like it can be like 2.2, 2.3 million. But I make sure that it's close to this number, because I want to get maximum, you know, as much maximum value as I possibly can right there. So if Bitcoin, according to the DEX, is showing that I should be getting around 2.4 million pulse, when I go to Gold Pulse, I want to get somewhere in the neighborhood of 2.4 million pulse. So 2.3 million, acceptable. 2.2, acceptable. You know, 2.25. So you guys understand what I'm saying. You want to get as close to this number as you can. Now, if you on Gold Pulse and it's showing 2 million pulse instead of 2.4 million pulse, no. You just wait until the exchange is better. Because remember, when you swap on Gold Pulse, you're avoiding the bridges, you avoiding the Ethereum gas fees and all that. Like, all them fees are included in the exchange rate that you're getting on Gold Pulse. Let me go back to it. Show you what I'm talking about again. All of those fees that I just mentioned, the Ethereum gas fees, you're avoiding doing multiple steps, and you're also avoiding, you know, paying excessive gas fees because you're coming from Ethereum. And you don't even necessarily have to send Ethereum or use Ethereum. You can use Bitcoin. But if you like for example, if you're on Coinbase sending Bitcoin from Coinbase, you got to pay a gas fee on the Bitcoin network. Same way that if you send Ethereum, you got to pay that gas fee on the Ethereum network. So you're avoiding those fees because they're built into this this app on the Goalpost. So like what you see here includes all of the fees. So it's a way to just avoid all of that. You're avoiding the bridge, you're avoiding all of that. It's like you're buying directly from whatever you have. If you got Bitcoin, boom, you can buy Pulse. That's what we want. You got Ethereum, boom, you can buy Pulse. That's what we want. You can even use USDC. You can use Binance Coin, whatever you got. Send it, boom, you can buy Pulse on this site. Now, this is how I'm doing it. And then once I get the Pulse, so you see like how now it's showing that you're going to get 2.3 million. So that's close enough to 2.4. So let's say you get 2.3 million Pulse, right? So now you got 2.3 million Pulse, and you saw how long it took. It didn't take long at all. It showed that it's about 6 minutes. Now, it ain't always going to be that fast. Of course, sometimes it'll be longer than that, but just think about that. I went literally from cash to Pulse in 6 minutes. And my Cash App, I took $110 and bought Bitcoin. Then I immediately took the Bitcoin and sent it to buy some Pulse on this site. And this entire transaction took 6 minutes. Insanity. Insanity. Yo, hold on a second. Shout out to everybody that was on IG. I would imagine that you came over to YouTube so y'all can see what I'm talking about. So, peace to everybody. So, what the hell was I just saying? I forgot what I was just talking about. Oh, Pulse. So once you get your Pulse, now you can come over to the PulseX DEX. And this is where you can swap Pulse for whatever you want. And let's go over there and take a look so that you can see what I'm referring to. Let's see. Let's go over here to PulseX. So now you see how, we got to see how much Bitcoin, or I should say how much Pulse you would get for the amount of Bitcoin. You see how now it's 2.3 million. That's about the same that it was on Gold Pulse. So if it's right there close to the same amount, we good to go. Just go ahead and buy it. So now, once you have Pulse, so let's say you bought your 2.3 million Pulse, right? You got 2.3 million Pulse. Let's say out of the 2.3 million, you want to take, or matter of fact, let's say you want to see how much HEX from Ethereum you can buy right now using some of that Pulse. So let's say you want to buy 10,000 HEX. Let's see how much Pulse you need to get 10,000 HEX from Ethereum. When you type 10,000 here into the HEX field, you see where it says fetching best price. It's going to show you in a moment how much Pulse it's going to cost you to get the 10,000 HEX. Watch. Look at that. Boom. So of that 2.3 million, 769,000 of it is what you need right now to get 10,000 HEX on Ethereum. Right now. And you can buy it. You can swap your Pulse for HEX right here on PulseX. Let's say that you wanted to buy some PulseX. You come over here to PulseX. And let's say you want to see, because we got, 2.3 million Pulse. So let's see if we can get 1 million PulseX. Let's see how much Pulse we need for that. Watch this. So to get 1 million PulseX, remember we bought 2.3 million Pulse. Of that, we only need 261,000 to get 1 million PulseX. So let's say, you know what? Let's get 3 million PulseX. Boom. It's going to be that times 3. Watch. So of that 2.3 million Pulse that we just bought, 785,000 will get us 3 million PulseX. You're paying attention? This is how I'm building my bags up. This is how I'm buying more. $100 got me 2.3 million Pulse. I think how much Pulse did we say got 10,000 HEX? Let me go back to HEX. HEX from Ethereum. to get the 10,000 hex on Ethereum, it's probably going to be close to the same amount as the 3 million PulseX. Let's see. There it is, 769,000 Pulse. So I can get 3 million PulseX. I can get 10,000 hex on Ethereum for 700 something thousand Pulse. And I just bought 2.3 million. So you see how I'm able to get anything that I want in the ecosystem. I can buy Hex on Ethereum. I can buy PulseX. Let's say I want to buy Hex on PulseChain. It's the other Hex that you see in the list. This one is Hex from Ethereum that we was looking at this whole time. Now let's go to just Hex on PulseChain. We can buy some of that too. Let's see how much 5,000 Hex on PulseChain costs in Pulse. Watch this. So out of the 2.3 million, I can buy 5,000 Hex on PulseChain for 919,000 Pulse. And this Hex, the one that's on PulseChain, I can stake on PulseChain. You see? Are you following along? Like, if you have questions, please feel free to ask. I'm just going through it because I'm going through my process of how I'm doing this. But anything I want to get, I can get Hex on Ethereum. I can get Hex on PulseChain, right? I can get PulseX. I can get them all using Pulse because Pulse is the native token for PulseChain. Where did we buy from GoPulse.com? We bought Pulse. So I can accumulate Pulse, I can accumulate PulseX, and I can accumulate Hex on Ethereum, and I can accumulate Hex on PulseChain. All four. By just going to that one website, GoPulse.com, and buying Pulse using Bitcoin, using Ethereum, using USDC, using Binance, using Cardano, using Solana, using Monero, using Pepe, whatever the hell you have in your crypto, you can use whatever you got and you can buy on GoPulse.com and get your Pulse. And once you get Pulse, and Pulse is here, once Pulse is in your MetaMask wallet, now you can swap the Pulse for all of the other tokens. So you can get Hex on Ethereum, Hex on PulseChain, and PulseX. And you can keep some of the Pulse in Pulse as well. And remember, on PulseChain, the gas fees are super duper duper low. So it ain't even an issue when you're swapping out one coin for another. And this is how I'm building these bags up. This is how I'm doing it. This is how I'm doing it. So if you have questions, if any of this confused you, please let me know so I can address them. I'm trying to think if there was anything else that I wanted to cover on this particular stream, because I really just wanted to go through how I'm actually buying. And it really just is as simple as right now, take some Bitcoin that you got. If you don't got Bitcoin, you got CashApp. You can take your CashApp, buy Bitcoin in your CashApp, use that Bitcoin to buy Pulse on GoPulse.com. Boom, you got Pulse in your wallet. From there, you can use Pulse to get Hex on Ethereum, Hex on PulseChain, and PulseX. You can buy all of them. I also, another thing that I wanted to mention I know that people are just kind of throwing out price predictions for where they think everything is going. I have some ideas on where I think shit might go. I'm gonna literally. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna share share my thoughts. I'm not gonna explain why I think this or none of that. It's totally random. Nobody knows where any of these cryptos are going. Nobody knows. Nobody knows when. Did any of y'all know that Bitcoin was going to 70,000? Raise your hand if you knew. Did you know that Ethereum was going to $4,500? Did you know that? Hell no. So nobody don't know shit. So anybody saying, "Oh, it's gonna go here," motherfuckers don't know where nothing's going. You don't know anything. But, however, history does help to guide you as far as where things can go. That's what I like to look at. So that's what my predictions are based on. I'm gonna share them with y'all in a minute. How much percentage per week should we put away for HEX investments? I mean, I think that anywhere from $50 or more a week is great. The more that you can stash away, the better. The way that I'm looking at this and the way that I'm treating it is kind of like savings. You know, think about it as far as putting money into savings and that's it. Like, I don't care about that money no more. I'm just throwing it over there. Just throw it over there. Throwing it over there. That's how I'm treating all of the money. Every dollar I'm putting into this ecosystem, that's how I'm treating it. Same way I treated Bitcoin when I was buying Bitcoin every week. So the only reason I'm not buying Bitcoin every week now is because I shifted my Bitcoin into this. But I've been buying Bitcoin every week since 2016, 2017, when Bitcoin was $600-700. I was buying Bitcoin every week. So you want to just create the habit of just consistently putting money aside. Just think of it in terms of throwing money into a savings account or throwing money into your piggy bank. Oh, I don't have any money, Mark, to invest. All right, well, whatever you spending money on each week, you spending money on some bullshit. There is some bullshit that somewhere that you spending money on every week. Whatever that is, take that, stop spending money on that bullshit, and put it to the side and just save it over here. That's what I would do. Yeah, so that's what I would do. I'm not giving advice or none of that. Like, I ain't telling you to do anything, but that's what I'm doing. And as far as answering the question that Paley is asked about how much would I put aside? $50 or more. Definitely. Those of us in TA, a lot of students now are actually in position and earning income and generating cash flow. I would say as far as a percentage of that, like whatever cash flow that you're generating, your IG be cutting off after an hour. That's crazy. I thought it ain't have no limit no more. Well, it is what it is. Y'all are funny. Y'all are a trip. Yeah, Instagram is on some bullshit now. They just clipped me after an hour. I thought they wasn't doing that no more, but whatever. So, what the hell was I saying? Oh, for those who are in position in TA And what I mean by that is, there are those of us who are earning cash flow from professional trading. That's what we do here primarily on TeamAlliance. We trade binary options on Nadex, and we use another platform called PulseX. So anyway, cash flow that comes from that, 25%. That's like my percentage. Really, it's a little more than that. Mine is more like 35. I take roughly about 25 to 35% of my profits from my cash flow that I generate from trading, and I throw that shit into this ecosystem. Pew, just like that. I don't even think about it. So to put that in perspective, if I make $1,000 this week, 350 of that, boom, goes straight to HEX. Straight into the HEX ecosystem. So 25 to 35% of cash flow for those that are in position. If you're not in position and you just dealing with, your regular income and the things that you normally would do, like I said, find some bullshit that you spend money on every week and stop spending money on that bullshit and just put it to the side and save it over here. So do that. All right, I think that was all of the questions. Yeah, that was all the questions. All right, so JT's asking, where can things go? This is what y'all want to hear, huh? Y'all want to hear some bullshit predictions, huh? Shit, why not? Why not? All right, let me get my notes because I got it all written down. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm taking into consideration the lows, the all-time lows. What I like to do when I go back, and I look at Bitcoin and I look at Ethereum, when I look at all of these things, I like to, and let me switch the screen out. Hold on. Go to a different screen. Pull up the deck screener so we can see some charts. Where we at? Where we at? There we go. Deck screener. This is another good website. So basically, I have all of the HEX ecosystem tokens here. So this one up here is Pulse. The second one is PulseX. And this one over here on the right is HEX on the PulseChain network. That's this one. And then this one down here to the left, this is HEX on Ethereum. And then I also put the Ink token, even though I don't really look at Ink like that, but it's part of the ecosystem because this is the token that you get if you do liquidity providing. You don't got to know what that is. Don't ask me don't ask me nothing about it. But just know that Ink is a part of the HEX ecosystem as well. I'm not buying it currently because I don't really understand thoroughly enough about it to just include it in, buying it. But I don't see nothing wrong with why people are buying it because of what they are thinking that it might do as well. I mean, it's part of the ecosystem and it's a part of the liquidity providing, so it kind of is attached to everything. But I ain't thinking about it right now. But who knows? Maybe in the future that'll change. I don't know. But Ink is interesting because Ink was as high as $80. This shit was crazy. Let me pull up this chart just briefly. I don't really want to talk too much about it because, like I said, I don't really understand that much about it. But look at it. Look at where this shit was at. This shit was up at $80. And when did it hit 80? It hit 80 on May 23rd. So I think that I guess the liquidity providing has started to be available. And by the way, INC stands for incentive token, INC. So from May 16th and probably even before that, it was as low as $2, $3. On the 17th, it was as low as $3. So basically, it went from $3 up to $80 in like 2 days, 3 days. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, from the 17th up until the 23rd. So that's actually 6 days. Excuse me. 6 days, it went from $3 to $80. I don't understand anything about it. All I know is that it's part of the ecosystem because this is the token that was given to people when they were providing liquidity for Pulse and PulseX, I want to say. I forgot. I don't know. Y'all gotta ask some HEX people about that. I don't know. Like some real HEX people. People that been in the ecosystem longer than me. I don't know that much about it. But anyway, I have it up there just for point of reference. Because like I said, once I find out what value it may serve, then I might incorporate it into what I'm doing. But for now, I'm just sticking to the main 4 tokens. So that's Pulse, PulseX, HEX on Pulse, and HEX on Ethereum. All right. So what the hell was I going to talk about? Oh, my price predictions. So let me come over. Let me open up my little HEX system. Aha, here we go. All right. So this will be on this stream just as a point of reference. Again, these are just my thoughts. I'm throwing a dart like anybody else would. Nobody knows where none of this shit is going, so don't be holding, these price predictions to heart. Oh, Mark said it's gonna go to this price. Mark don't know shit. Mark is speculating just like everybody else is. I'm just pretty good with kind of knowing what the hell shit gonna do. That's all. And I also know how to adjust and to pivot when necessary. And what I mean by that is when I first started buying HEX, let me just go through this to put this in perspective for you guys. I started buying HEX back in March of this year. So that was month 3, and now we're in September. So this is about 6 months or so after that. When I was first buying HEX, my first goal was to accumulate about 100,000 HEX. At the time, HEX was roughly around 3 to 4 cents, something like that. Now, mind you, this is after HEX had been up as high as 50 cents at the all-time high level, and then it came down in price throughout this bear market. Once I understood what HEX was, I didn't really need to know much else. I'm like, I'm getting this. I remember that there was, matter of fact, let me not do that. I hate to just throw shit out that ain't accurate. Let me just go and look and see how much I actually had bought at the time. Where is it? Let me see what my first swap was. First. Where is it? There you go. First, yeah. So my first 25,000 hex. You know how much I paid? I paid 0.41 Ethereum. 0.41 Ethereum at the time, and this was on January 26th. Damn, I want to know how much that was in dollars. That's what I really want to know. Damn. I gotta memorize that just so I'll know, cause I wanna put this in perspective for y'all. Hope you like kind of understand how my brain works and why I'm doing shit. Cause there's definitely something wrong with me. Because I'm gonna show you what I mean. Like, it's like, who does this type of shit? You buy something and it goes down and you keep buying it. That's crazy. Who the hell does that? Me. I do. And I want to show you like how much of a difference it is between then and now. Let me see if I can find it. I gotta load all these transactions so I can find it. Y'all bear with me. And how much I said it was? It was 25,000. I said, right? And what date was that? January 26th. Yeah, January 26th. So wait, was it this wallet? Oh damn, I'm in the wrong wallet. Shit. Hold on. Let me go to the right damn wallet. That ain't the right wallet. This is PulseChain. I need to go to Ethereum. There we go. Ethereum. Boom. All right. Are we in Ethereum? Yes, we're in Ethereum. All right. Let me go to transactions. Yeah. Here we go. All right. Let me keep going back. January 20. Wait, when did I say it was? Oh, that ain't it. That's August. Y'all be patient, man. Be patient. I be having to find shit so I could be accurate. I don't like being inaccurate at all. Just sit tight. Okay, that's May. Is that May? Yeah. Damn, this thing show a lot. February. We almost there. There it is. January 26th. Yes, found it. Oh, goodness gracious. All right. So 25,000 hex. January 26th. I paid $662. $662. So that was the value of Ethereum. And it cost me, well, okay, excuse me. So it cost me $651 for 25,000 hex. What did we just talk about a minute ago? Now, this is 25,000 hex on Ethereum. I paid $662. Okay. How much is hex on Ethereum right now? Let's look. Watch this. Take a look at this shit. You see down here at the bottom? Here, let me scroll it. Let me pull it up. See this? This is the price of HEX right now. 0.003469. So how much is 25,000 HEX right now? How much do it cost? 0.003469. Costs $86. The reason I'm playing that stupid ass music and I'm playing that is because that's how somebody would feel now. If you bought something for $650 and now it costs $86, that's how you feel. You feel like this. Damn, what the fuck? Right? I'm just saying the average person. Me, it's $86 now? Well, shit, give me some more.
I'm focused, man.
You telling me I can get 25,000 now for $86 when I paid 6 months ago $650 for the same amount? This is me. I'm just saying. Everybody don't think like this. This is how I think, though. This is how my brain works. So I'm looking at shit and I'm like, all right, $86, shit. Let me just keep buying more. Because now I see that I'm receiving more coins for less money. I don't see it like, oh, my investment went down. I'm down 85%. My account. I don't give a shit. Because it's not about now. It's not about when price goes down and you thinking that you lost because the price has decreased. You have to understand what an investment is. You have to understand why you're doing it to begin with. My reason for buying HEX in the first place is the same as it was 6 months ago as it is now. I didn't buy it 6 months ago expecting it to go to $50 in a year. That wasn't my expectation. I began to buy it because it had already been on a decline in price, which means that it was already on sale at that time. It has continued to further and further and further go on sale. This is how I see it. I'm like, shit, as long as the price keep going down, I'm gonna keep buying it because my reason for buying it in the first place is the same as it was. So I just wanted to make sure that you guys understand how my brain works. This is how I look at investment. You got to understand why the hell you're doing it to begin with. If your reason for doing it in the first place makes sense, then that should be the same reason that you're going to continue to do it. You don't get rid of it because the price went down. You sound ridiculous. If you're doing that and you moving like that, you don't know what you're doing and you don't know what it is that you actually have. But anyway, all right, so let's get into the price predictions. You stop talking so much shit. You stop talking so much shit. All right, so what I've done is I've taken the lows. The low so far for HEX on Ethereum, and you can see it actually on these charts, was on September 13th. So 16 days ago. The low price was 0.003118. And let me show you. if you come and look at HEX down here, see this chart? You see down here where it says low? Look right here where it says low. You see where it says it in blue? Let me zoom in because I don't know if y'all can see this. All right, I zoomed in. You definitely can see it now. Shit. Well, damn, where's HEX? I done lost HEX. I done zoomed in so much. Oh, here it is. Okay. So you see, well, shit. Now that's a zoom. You saw that? Whoa, I don't even know what I did. That shit is big as hell. All right, that's too big. Let me come back out. Damn. All right, so you see here where it says low, 0.003118. That's the low for HEX, right? The low for HEX on PulseChain is 5485. You see that here? This one on the left is HEX on PulseChain. The low 0.005485. Okay. The low for Pulse, this was on August 27th, is 0.00003279. Let's find Pulse. Here's Pulse. What's the low right there? 0.00003279, right? And the low for PulseX was on September 11th of this year, 23. And it was 0.00575. PulseX. Was it? No, I'm sorry. 0.00008868. So it shows you here 5 zeros. That's what that little 5 is. You see that little 5 after the second zero to the left? That's letting you know that there's 5 zeros that follow that zero. 5 zeros that follow the decimal. So 5 zeros, 8868 is the low for PulseX. So those are all the low points, and that's what I use to anticipate where the price can go. You look at where the price has been. My prediction, and I ain't even gonna call this shit prediction because I don't like how that sound. I'm gonna just say my projection because I'm mentally projecting this shit. How about that? My projection for HEX is $2. HEX on Ethereum. Just HEX on Ethereum, $2. And y'all can write these down if you want, but they'll be on the recording, so it'll be here when you watch it. My projection for HEX on PulseChain, $3.50. Y'all with me? So HEX, $2. HEX on PulseChain, $3.50. And these are my projections for the upcoming next cycle for the bull run. So whenever that starts and however long it takes, this is where I project and see these prices going. Like I said, I don't know shit. This is just in my head, okay? My projection for Pulse is 2 cents. $0.02. And my projection for PulseX is half a penny. Half a penny. That's it. Those are my projections. So you can take those numbers and you can kind of get an idea in your head by multiplying those numbers by whatever amount of tokens that you have. And that will be the value potentially. If we ever see those prices, that would be the value of your portfolio at that time. And to be honest, I really feel like my projections are low. I'll just leave it at that. But I believe that these projections are very realistic. When you go and actually look at the price performance of any crypto that has survived multiple cycles, meaning they have survived a bear cycle, and following the bear cycle during the bull run, they've moved. It's like, well, why do these cryptos move? Why do some move and then a lot of other ones just disappear and vanish into nothing? It's because they have, the majority of the time, an existing community of people who believe in the token. I'm just saying. I'm explaining why I'm even throwing numbers out. Because I have a reference point to use from other communities in crypto, in this space. Other coins, Cardano, Solana, Monero, Aave. There's a bunch of them. Like, I'm not even talking about Bitcoin and Ethereum right now. I've already done my reference points for those. But I'm talking about other altcoins, other alternative coins that are not Bitcoin or Ethereum. Many of them have done a lot of X's from their low points. And I understand the dynamic of why. It's like, well, why are these coins moving like that? What is it about these? It's not like they have so much utility and use. What they have is a community of people that believe in the coin. It's really just as simple as that. Like, it's literally as simple as that. I'm not even going to try to complicate it or make it into anything extra. So the stronger the community, the stronger the price appreciation of the coin during the bull market. When the bull cycle returns, you see coins appreciate and do all type of shit because of the community behind them. We're talking also just in the crypto space, because you have to understand something in particular about Bitcoin and Ethereum. Bitcoin and Ethereum have penetrated into mainstream. They're listed on centralized exchanges. Coinbase, a lot of these other platforms, Kraken. Funds are buying Bitcoin. People are using Ethereum for NFTs. Businesses. So Bitcoin and Ethereum, heavy adoption in the mainstream. Right? A lot of different coins have come along, tried to copy Bitcoin. Haven't been able to successfully. Like, you just a copy, you're a clone of Bitcoin. But until HEX, you haven't had something that comes along and not copied Bitcoin, but took Bitcoin and created something better. I mean, took the shit that was wrong with Bitcoin and improved it. Not to mention, the functionality of the token has been flawless. The shit been operating flawlessly since it was created. HEX been around since 2019, December. It's been operating flawlessly ever since that. We're going into the fourth year. December of this year will make it the fourth year. And I'm talking about HEX on Ethereum. PulseChain was made for HEX. PulseChain was made to make HEX better. Why? Because Ethereum has high gas. Listen, I'm busting this shit down for y'all so y'all understand what the hell is going on and why I'm doing this. Pulse took Ethereum and made it better. HEX took Bitcoin, made it better. PulseX, which is the DEX used on Ethereum is called Uniswap. PulseX is a better version of Uniswap. So we're in an ecosystem of coins that are better. That already have a community. Like, people know what this is. There's a bunch of us who know. So you have the foundation for what can come and do shit that you can't even fathom or imagine right now. You can't picture it now. The same way that nobody pictured what Bitcoin was going to do. Nobody knew what it was going to do. And even after Bitcoin, people ain't know what Ethereum was going to do. But what happens is when these things fit into the market, once people discover what they are and how valuable they actually are and what their purpose is or how they can be used for things, that's when adoption comes. And when adoption comes, guess what comes along with it? People want to buy it. And that's what has happened with Bitcoin. That's what has and continues to be happening with Ethereum. But Ethereum, like I said, it has high gas fees. So we over here, we got HEX on Ethereum. The founder of HEX is like, hold up. These gas fees on Ethereum is high as a motherfucker. Shit. You know what? I'm gonna make something better. Lower these freaking gas fees. He created PulseChain. Ethereum got its own DEX, Uniswap. That's how you transact on Ethereum. I'm gonna create a DEX for PulseChain. So you'll see what's happening, and just understand. On top of all that, we're at the beginning of it. See, I missed the very, very beginning of HEX. That was 4 years ago. I wasn't even into crypto like that 4 years ago. 2019, I was still buying Bitcoin every week. Matter of fact, I've been buying Bitcoin every week up until January of this year when I started buying HEX. Now I'm buying HEX every week. So it's important that you understand that opportunity is not what you think that it is all the time. Like, people think opportunity is something that's just laid out perfectly. Okay, well, what you do is you purchase this and you give it 3 years and then you're going to be a millionaire. Like, no, motherfucker, no. That's not how shit works. Opportunity is, all right, this is what this is. Here's the current price. Here's where it's been in price. Over here, this is what similar things have done as far as their price. Opportunity for this is right here. Current price is much lower than the price that it's been to already. So in other words, there's already a history of where the price has gone, which means that we know that the price can get there, which means that more than likely the price will return back there during the next cycle. When the bull cycle comes back, more than likely it's going to return. So you understand what I'm saying? Like, It just makes sense. But Mark, what if nothing happens? Then fuck it. Fuck it. Do I think that that's going to be the case? Hell no. It's just like if you were an early investor in Apple or Amazon. Listen, who bought Amazon when all they sold was books? You remember, you do realize Amazon used to just sell books, right? They didn't sell nothing else yet. Books. But if you were forward thinking and you were paying attention, you were seeing all of the stuff that they were investing in. They were reinvesting in the company, and they started adding on more products. Like, oh, let's sell this. We're going to sell this too. Let's add this. Next thing you know, they selling a bunch of stuff. They ain't even profitable yet. You gotta pay attention. Like, wait, this right here is they doing something different here. These guys, right, this shit right here might go crazy because of what they're doing. Not, oh, well, I'm gonna just pick this stock and buy this. No, what's the reason? So this is how I approach all of this stuff. It ain't like I'm gonna take 50,000 and then throw it into an investment. No, I'm gonna take my time and build a position in something that I believe in. That's it. But guess what? You can build your way into a position, and that position can put you in a crazy position later on if it does work. You see what I'm saying? Like I was having this conversation with someone yesterday or the day before, and I'm like, yo, I'm doing it just in case. What do you mean just in case? Just in case it works. Just in case all of the things that I think are probably going to happen do happen, I'll be ready. That's it. I don't need to know nothing else. Oh, but what if you're wrong? Why are you worrying about being wrong? What if you're right? My point is, if I'm wrong, I'll just be wrong. Fuck it. The money that I'm putting into this, I would have been spending that on bullshit anyway. I'm not taking money that I have to use for stuff to put into this. And this is what I was saying earlier about whatever bullshit that you're spending your money on every week. There is some bullshit that you're spending money. Maybe you drink beers. You like to drink, right? Cut half of your drinking bill. Because if you a drinker, I know you spend at least $100 a week on drinking. So just cut it in half. Start there. I'm not saying to cut it all the way out, because you a drinker. But cut the shit in half and take 50 and put it over here and save it. Why? Because it might happen. That's why. That's it. Like, these are conversations I have with people all the time. Oh, Mark, so what do you think's going to happen? Just like just now, I gave you our price predictions. I don't know. I have no idea. Well, Mark, when do you think it's going to happen? I don't know. It might happen next year. It might happen in 5 years. Do I care? No. Come on, man. Come on. It's always about the way that you are perceiving what something is, how valuable it is, why it has value, and why it can potentially have more value in the future. That's it. That's all you need to know. Like, people be asking all these questions like they want a guaranteed. No, that ain't how this works. Well, I need a guarantee. I need you to guarantee me, Mark. I am not guaranteeing you shit. You don't even got to do what I'm doing. Oh, but you're promoting it. No, I'm not. I'm sharing what I'm doing. That ain't promoting shit. That's me just talking. I'm on a live stream. You don't got to do what I'm doing. I'm not telling you to do it. I'm sharing with you what I'm doing. You see? Like, I get excited when I think about, I'm like, yo, I miss Bitcoin. I missed Ethereum. I ain't missing this one. I'm like, you do realize this could be the next one of those, right? Could be. It might be. And look at how shit just keeps coming along that makes more sense. It's making it make more sense. PulseChain made HEX make more sense. Look at PulseX. This thing got a feature in it that buys the token. You think that don't mean nothing? It has a buy and burn. Oh, well, that's not, it doesn't really equate to that much, and that's not going to cause the price to go up. Shut up. You don't know shit. You really don't. Because you don't even understand the dynamics of the market. What makes price go up? When people buy shit. What else makes price go up? When you remove supply. The whole market is based on supply and demand. So if you decrease supply and increase demand, what happens to the price? What happens? This is what I'm saying. Like, people are clueless. They clueless and they love to talk. The people that know the least amount of shit always talk shit. This is why I like to talk my shit after I do shit. And I'm transparent. Like I told y'all back in January, I bought 25,000 HEX for $651. And today I could buy the same amount for $86. And I don't feel bad about it. They'll approach me, oh my God. Wow. Man, so you're down. Your portfolio is down, isn't it? Okay, that's how you want to look at it. All I know is I'm going to keep buying. You seeing, oh, it went from 651 to 86. Oh my God. I don't know if I could withstand that. I'm seeing 86 for the same shit I paid 650 for then. That was just 6 months ago. What if 6 months from now it goes back to that price? I'm just saying. See, people don't like, and this is why people miss out on opportunity. This is why the percentage of people that are wealthy and who are successful is so small. Because they don't follow your dumb ass like 99% everybody else do. Y'all all are clustered together. Y'all are a bunch of sheep following each other. Screaming, scam, stay away, risk. You can do that if you want. I don't even hear you. And what be funny to me is you be the same ones that be messaging me though. You are in my DM. Hey Mark, I saw one of your recent streams and I'm reconsidering. All right. Okay, so reconsider. But I just want to be certain. All right, so I'll end the conversation. Ain't nothing certain, bro. You either gonna do it or you ain't. But anyway, I know I'm ranting a little bit. Rant Man popped up. He came out of nowhere. I'm about to go get some Honey Nut Cheerios, man. I'm over here playing with y'all. Oh, this is hilarious. Oh shit. Just in case. Oh shit, that's hilarious. That is funny. Yeah, man. Straight like that. Yep, let's go. And there you go. Price don't matter when you're in the building phase. Exactly. And see, this is another thing too. I'm like, yo, you realize the longer that the shit stay like this, the more I'm gonna get? Are you kidding me? I'm like, all right, go ahead. Keep pushing the price down. Keep doing that shit. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. Yo, you know what's bugged out? And I posted this earlier in the group chat. My first goal for HEX was like 100,000. My goal now is 1 million HEX. And I'm gonna be there soon too. Let me say it again. My goal now is 1 million HEX. So realize that when HEX launched, the initial sacrifice rate 0.0001 means that for $100 you could have had 1 million HEX. For $100 you could have had 1 million HEX. And the price of HEX was under 0.0001 for a month. I'm going to leave y'all with this. It was under that price for a whole month. So that means there was multiple opportunities for you to take $100 and get HEX. This is back in 2019. $100, 1 million HEX. And you had a month. Let's just say you bought 2 million HEX. So you spent $200 and bought 2 million HEX. And let's say you staked 1 million of it. Half. I'm just using this as an example. Staked 1 million, you kept 1 million liquid. The 1 million that you staked, 5 years from that day, is going to be double the amount. So you'll have 2 million HEX. You still got 1 million in your wallet, liquid. Price of HEX goes up as high as 50 cents. Y'all do the math on that. Price of HEX went up as high as 50 cents. That means that the value of your HEX liquid, $500,000. Let's say you didn't do nothing though. Let's say you just held on to it. Oh, I would have sold, man. You don't know what you would have did. At 50 cents, you might have been thinking it was going to $1. You might have been like, oh, this shit going to $5. And you just held on to it. There's a guy, his name is Mr. Silvertooth. He was a guy that was, bought HEX early. And the value of his HEX was like over $1 million or something like that. And he didn't take no profits at all. And of course, the price of HEX came down and it is where it is now. So I think that he ended up liquidating his HEX, whatever he had left. And he just got out the ecosystem. He's like, yo, I had enough. I suck at crypto and I'm this and blah, blah, blah. He don't get it. Let me finish my example. So let's say that it went up, you didn't take no profits, and you still got your 1 million HEX, and you still got your 1 million that you staked. So we're now going into the 4th year. So next year will be the 5th year. Next year is when that first 1 million that you staked is going to become available. So you will have 2 million HEX next year in December. That's number one. Number two, the 1 million that you still got liquid, remember you didn't do nothing with it. So you didn't take no profits. So the current value of that 1 million HEX is where you see the price of HEX now. And matter of fact, let me see. Let me do the math real quick. So 1 million. And where's HEX at now? 0.003. So your HEX right now only worth 3,000. Think about what I'm saying. You spent $200. You bought HEX early on. 2 million HEX. You staked the million. Other million is liquid. The million that you staked is going to double next December. The other million you still got in your wallet, it was worth $500,000 and now it's only worth 3,000. Oh man, I lost. But if you understand what HEX is, in reality, do you really care? Are you seeing it as a loss, or are you seeing where HEX now is as, whoa, here's an opportunity for me to get way more HEX? Oh shit. See, because what I would be feeling more than anything is, damn, why didn't I buy more in the beginning? The fuck? You telling me I knew about this that early and I only bought 2 million? I only put $200 in and I had a month to do it? Of course, this is based on if I believed in it at that time. Because it was something brand new. Nobody, you know how that goes. It's not like you knew that it was going to do what it did. But I'm just saying, as far as understanding what it is that you're buying and believing in it for that reason, that's different. This is why I don't care that I spent $650 in January and now I can buy the same amount for $86. I don't care. And as a matter of fact, I'm excited. I'm happy to do it. See, I'm looking at it like, what? Oh, shit. What? The same amount I bought for $650 is $86 now? The fuck? That's how I'm looking at it. All right, but anyway. I know some folks was like, yo, Mark is a nut. Yeah, I am. I'm a macadamian, shit. I'm a luxury nut. Pause. Oh, shit. I think this is Lamont. Sorry, I'm slow. How do you create a profile on GoPulse? It's confusion. I go on the site to ask and exchange information, not asking the normal questions I'm used to when opening a crypto account. No, when you go to GoPulse, it's just a transaction that you're doing. Lamont. Matter of fact, let me go back to GoPulse real quick. And I'm staying on here longer, really, for y'all. I actually was going to get off, but I will stay on and help Lamont understand. So look, when you go to GoPulse, there's nothing to sign up for. It's just information here on the main page. So this is the main site, right? And to buy Pulse, you want to click on where it says buy PLS up here. And then it opens up this DEX. So now you can decide how you want to buy Pulse, what you want to use. So you can use Ethereum, which is the first option that pops up. But when you click over here on the right, it's going to show the drop down. And this is where you can select whatever crypto that you want to use. So naturally, you're probably using either Ethereum or you're using Bitcoin. So of course, those are the top two. So I primarily use Bitcoin, right? So you select Bitcoin and you select how much Bitcoin you're going to buy. So roughly right now, about 0.004 Bitcoin is like $100. So if you have $100 worth of Bitcoin in your Bitcoin wallet, you can use that to buy Pulse here. So when you click on exchange, you'll see what pops up. And all you're doing is seeing how much Pulse you'll be able to get for the Bitcoin that you're going to be sending. And you send, or I should say, you paste your PLS wallet here. So your MetaMask wallet for your Pulse, you paste in this field right here where it says recipient wallet. This is where your PLS MetaMask wallet address goes. And that's where the Pulse is going to go to. After you paste that and you click on next, once you go through the transaction, you'll see that a Bitcoin address is going to pop up. And then that Bitcoin address is where you send your Bitcoin to from your Bitcoin wallet. So it's just as simple as that. There's no information that you need to be entering. The only information that you're entering is how much Bitcoin you're sending or whatever crypto you're using. You'll be able to see how much Pulse you're going to receive. And then you're going to be pasting your Pulse wallet that you have in MetaMask. Your wallet address is going to go here. And that's it. That's it. That's all you're doing. So you're not opening an account or any of that. This is just a DEX that allows you to use your existing Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever crypto you have to buy Pulse. Okay, so I hope that was a thorough explanation for you. It should be. Okay, cool. All right, so about to wrap it up. So y'all good? Everybody is good with the information? No more questions? Give you one last time to ask me some shit before I get off. The end of the deal. These lights be bright as hell. That's what I told her. Yo, JT is crazy too. I think JT more crazy than me. All right, cool. Oh yeah, man. Pleasure is mine. The pleasure is mine. Takes a futuristic vision to see what others can't see now. No doubt. No doubt. I see everybody who's doing what I'm doing getting rich. That's what I see. That's what I see. Shit. All right, y'all. I'm out, man. I'm going to holler at y'all. So everybody enjoy your weekend. What's today? Oh, today's Friday. Why I feel like Saturday? Well, it is actually Saturday now because it's after midnight. But yeah, man. I'll see y'all in the next one. Y'all know what it is. Mark Fuller, TeamAlliance. So this is let's talk about HEX, baby, volume 8 in the bag. And I'll see y'all in the next one. So live market observations and coffee and charts and all that stuff coming next week too. Y'all stay tuned. All right. Love, peace, and soul. I'm out.
I'm the only doing it. You other ruin it. I'm too legit. Go hammer with the foolishness. My nana said my grammar can maneuver this industry until I'm stupid rich. And now I'm stupid rich. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Assuming this is more than humorous. The pepper butterfly, my newest. In fact, the rumor is the way I prove it. I'm a classic man.